What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Don't Starve Shipwrecked. My name is Splattercat. Very happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and try and survive our little brand of the tropics. In the previous episode, we had finally got the chimney done. We had finally done a lightning rod, so that's very, very cool. I have a bunch of plays going in this game now, right, like simultaneously, and so unfortunately I may not be totally aware of everything that I have available to me as far as survival goes, but I think we're in a really, really good place right now. We may need a couple more lightning rods, but we're starting to rebuild. The game has been a little bit rough on us, and we've had a lot of trouble with some of the random things that needed to get done along the way. But the winter, we're getting sort of to the end of it. I think the days are beginning to extend again, so we're starting to get a little bit more daylight out of the time that we have. In today's episode, what I'd really like to do is I'd like to get started, taking a look here at what we have available. So we got a couple of rafts. I think I would like to make a boat. I think that's the next thing that I want to do is I want to make the rowboat. I've actually had a bunch of time to play the game now. I've got about 12 hours into my own playthrough. I've died a couple of times to some of the new stuff, died a couple of times to some of the old stuff. The game is still equally as unforgiving as it ever was, and it has really taken a toll on some of my characters. However, actually what I got killed by is that I summoned Abigail. I was playing what's-her-name, the girl with the dead sister, and I summoned Abigail trying to defend myself from something that was attacking me, and it ended up just like aggroing the entire map on me. Abigail eventually went to war with the entire map and got me killed, and so I learned that Abigail is not a ghost to be unleashed lightly. Still, in today's episode, what I'd really like to accomplish, if we can get 2 alchemy machines up and running, and then if we could also get a new boat built, I would feel really, really solid about our progress, and I think that would put us in a great place to regroup, redouble our efforts, and kind of restart over, because I was looking at some of the footage from the previous couple episodes, and I was a little bit disappointed with my performance. Like, all things considered, I don't know, it's always a weird thing. I like to play games a little bit blind so that there's some surprises there, but ultimately I think the beginning of this was really, really rough just because I wasn't aware of where we could get gold aside from the big rocks that are in the vanilla game. So, there's limpets up here. Let's go ahead and grab some limpets. Do you think that limpets walk with a limp? Is that why they got called limpets? As people tell me, limpets are apparently snails. They're very, very large ocean snails. Oh, we got some waterlogged cloth over here. Hopefully it's not anybody's bumbleclot, but doesn't really matter. That's just cloth that you wipe your ass with. If you ever wondered what was his name, Little Jacob was talking about, bumbleclot is just, it's apparently cloth that you wipe your ass with. I don't really know. I can break this over here too. I'm going to do that real fast. We should get a boat repair kit out of it. We're going to want to save that until we build ourselves a really nice boat later on. Once you have a good boat, you can kind of keep it up and running for long periods of time by making boat repair kits. The downside to that is that the repair kits are not super easy to make. You can get them from bees, I guess. Bees are you gotta get the stingers off of bees. You gotta go rip the asses off of some bees. And until you have a whole bunch of bee asses in your inventory, you can't really build yourself any further boat repair kits. But for right now, actually, we're good on grass. I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. I built myself a garland, which was actually very, very smart. I'm glad, you know what, past me, if I had a time machine, I would go back and shake your hand past me, because you have made the right decision in the crafting of that garland. We definitely were going to have sanity issues, and the last thing you want to deal with... I've always had trouble with this game ever since they did the update. This is a long time ago, but ever since they did the update where your sanity is affected by you going into combat, ever since then I've had troubles. We should dig up some of these stumps too. Let's go ahead. It's better than digging up bones. He's digging up bones. Yep, that's right. My mom's a huge Randy Travis fan. I told her about Randy Travis walking around naked in the middle of traffic drunk. It was one of my favorite things I got to tell my mom, maybe in my entire life. My mom listened to Randy Travis like on repeat when I was a kid. It was some Snake. I am not in the mood for your shit right now. You gotta go, Snake. Ooh. Ow. We are getting super snaked right now. We are getting snaked like a drain that is somewhere near a plumber who's really, really bored and also has been called there to fix a drain that needs to be snaked. There we go. That was a bunch of snakes we just killed. Is there any use for monster meat just yet? I thought you could turn it into lasagna or something like that in Reign of Giants. I'm pretty sure you were able to use it for that, but honestly, I can't remember. I think you had to put it into a crock pot or something in order to get it to work properly. Little bit disappointed. I haven't done a great job. For all the things that I have recovered from and survived in this playthrough, I have not done... Oh, I should have done two. It queued up my attacks. I pressed the F key twice, and I deeply regret it now. Our health, actually. Snakes don't really hurt you that much. Snakes should keep you going fine. The thing that I'm worried about is sometimes when you get hit, it breaks your hats or it does a little bit of extra damage to your hats. And I like, oh, look, there's another snake oil over there. I don't know how many snake oils we need, but there's like 100 of them all over the place. I've seen a lot. Oh, we've got gears. Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy that we have gears. Actually, I did my stream, and so if you wanted to check out the stream, it's Splattercat Gaming on Twitch TV. It's Twitch TV/Splattercat Gaming, exactly what you would expect. I streamed this for about 4 hours yesterday, and the wet gears, I needed these in my stream playthrough the entire time, and I couldn't find any gears anywhere. We wandered aimlessly for long amounts of time and never found our gears. I probably shouldn't burn up those planks. That would be a little bit of a waste. Still, we've got a bunch of snakeskin. We can make some outfits with that. I don't think they're that good. You can make a snakeskin hat and a snakeskin bodysuit, and I think it gives you protection from poison or something like that. I've got an extra spear here. Keep the extra spear over on that side of camp. I should probably dig up that bamboo at some point. It's a little bit close to my base, and I don't like its positioning. The fishing rod. Actually, I'll keep the fishing rod in there. We might do a little bit of... Oh, we got dogs coming in. Okay, I thought I heard them earlier, but I wasn't completely positive about it. I thought that I might have heard them, but had not verified just yet. I do wish there was a garbage can in the game so you could throw away like the extra stuff so you don't end up with like refuse laying all over the place. You guys got any gold for me? Man, I could really use some gold. Some bird traps would be good too. We got some stone blocks. I'm going to need those. I think I need 4 planks, and then we needed... Do we have both of the electrical doodads? We do. The electrical doodads are good to go. That makes me very, very happy. We don't have a Cutlass Supreme, though, which is disappointing both in an automotive sense and in a self-defense sense. I'm going to beef up this flame real quick so that I can... I need visibility. I need to know where the dogs are coming from. With the log suit on, we shouldn't have too many problems. We're also pretty hungry, so maybe I should handle that right now, too. Thought I had more food than this, but I guess that I don't. With the dogs, you want to wait till they run up on you. They're going to take 1 bite. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, they're going to take 1 bite, and when they go in to take their bite, you should be able to get 2 swat. Oh, wow, there's so many of them. Oh, my God, there's 5? Jesus. Okay. That's troublesome. We killed off 1, so that's good. I feel like I was out of range for that one. Sometimes the doggies get a little bit of a generous benefit from the range system. And he's attacking the nearest one. He's not attacking the nearest one at the time I push the button. He's attacking the nearest one after the order is given. Yeah, we're getting whooped on pretty good right now. We might have a bit of recovery time in front of us. Oh, there goes another one. And no dog teeth. That's the next part that's a bit of a bummer. Next time I'll try and bait him out with some of the monster meat. Yeah, that's how I made the mistake. I should have used the monster meat on him. So I could have given them the monster mash once they were sitting there and whining and dining and doing all those fancy things that doggies like to do. It's all good. We'll be okay. They didn't deal that much damage. That's why you make the log suit, though. That fight would have been a lot worse without it. That fight would have been way worse. Our health would be a lot lower. We got berries, but we don't actually have that much food, and so I'm thinking it may be time for another seaweed sweep. We were going to build ourselves a new boat, so let me go ahead and get all the materials. So we need 3 of those, and we need some vines. Or do we need 3 or do we need 4? We needed 3. Okay, so let's refine 2 of these. And I know I've got to have some vines laying around somewhere. Like a stupid amount of vines. So vines, no whammies. Come on, vines. There we go. We've got it. And so what I want to do now is we'll research the boat over here. And this boat is cool because you can actually add accessories to it. You can put a sail on it so you can come sail away. You can put a light on it so that you can light up someone's life. I mean, you light up my life. You light up my life. Alright, then we'll smack this drive raft right here. Did I just call it the drive raft? God, I feel like an idiot. I was just reading one for one. I just woke up. Just give me a second. Give me a second. It's going to take me at least a couple episodes in my queue. I batch record every day. It's going to take me a little bit to get up and on my feet. Probably like 1 to 2 episodes. I'm still pretty groggy. Once I go to sleep, I tend to just clunk out, and it takes me a while to recover. I don't sleep much, but when I do, I go all in. I've got some coral. The coral's not going to be incredibly useful right now. I'm glad we got the garland. That makes me pretty happy because we're going to have sanity problems pretty soon. Now that we got the rowboat, the next thing we want to do is we want to put a sail on it. And then if we could put something... you can put a lamp on the front of it so that you can sail around at night. don't know if I want to go all in on that just yet. However, let's have a look at the snake suit and see if there's anything in here I can do with it. I bet there is. I think it's in the fight menu, maybe? We got the limestone suit. It might just be in the fashion menu, the dress menu, which oddly enough has no dresses. I keep expecting the dress menu to have at least one fancy girl dress, and it doesn't have one. Snakeskin jacket. Stay dry and leathery. Okay. I'd rather have the snakeskin hat if I can do that. I think there's one around here somewhere, but snakeskin jacket will be cool. I don't know if that's better than the log suit or worse than the log suit or how it helps. Actually, it looks like a rain poncho almost. It's got kind of like a rain poncho vibe going on, so maybe I shouldn't have built these trees so close to my base. They're going to overrun everything. Are there any other trees around that I could take care of here? Oh yeah, the science machine. Let's stay on point here. Let's stay on task. Let's stay on point. Let's get something done. So I needed more wood if we're going to do that. A lot more wood. I also need to start gathering seeds because we've started to get some of the duty around so that we can start to build ourselves a little farming retreat back up and in here so we can start getting ourselves some sweet potatoes, some dragon fruit, and all that kind of good stuff. We're also out of food, though, so maybe... Yeah, we're going to have to sail around. I think we're going to have to go get some food first. Those are my seeds, man. You better stay away. I guess I could fry up my seeds if I really, really needed to. A man frying his own seeds so he can eat it. Gnarly. Sounds like something you would see on one of those random BuzzFeed articles. You're like, ugh. I have to click these 25 pages. You can guess what happens next. You won't guess what happens next. Well, you might try, but you're going to fail. Those articles should be degrading. They'll be like, you'll never guess what's coming next. You never had it in you. That's what your mother told me. I'm like, damn, BuzzFeed. You just got gnarly. You're getting all personal up and in here. Personal attacks making me feel terrible. Making my self-esteem hurt a little bit. Making me feel like maybe you're not my friend so much anymore, BuzzFeed. Let me gather up some of this seaweed because, yeah, our hunger is out of control right now. I found a gambling machine in one of my other playthroughs, and I put in like 2 coins. I failed the first time, and the second time it spit out like 900 foods for me, and then I was just like set for like the next couple days. It spat out a couple of fish, which I was able to dry on my oh my god, my drying racks. I had so many awesome drying racks, and now I don't have them anymore. That upsets me. The thought of my lost drying racks will keep me awake late into the night. I'll never forget about you, drying racks. It's better than a lion rack, I guess. What you would be torturing lions for, though, I don't really know. Maybe they hold the secret to your order's crusade. Where is the chalice? Where is the chalice? The lion's like, roar. Where is the chalice? Roar. I'm telling you right now, roar that's the lionish word for where the chalice is. I can't tell that because I don't speak lion. I feel like my torture operation here has hit a major snag. We may need to reconsider our tactics when dealing with those of the feline persuasion. I should probably go fish too. I mean, we haven't tried fishing or anything yet. I don't know how successful it can be in this expansion. Fishing is amazingly powerful in Reign of Giants, but in this game, I don't know. We'll have to test it out. Also, I'm starving, so that'll be cool. Once we get to the proper height, lengthwise, I'm sure we'll be there. We got sticks over here too. Yarp. Make it so I don't have to gather any sticks anymore in the future, and I think that would make me a very, very happy camper. I think we're just about where we want to be. The rowboat should have itself like 200, 300 HP, I think. It lasts a while. It lasts like 3 to 4 times as long as your dear friend, the bamboo raft. However, it's quite a bit faster, especially once you put a sail on it. It's going to allow you to travel much, much quicker than you could previously. So let me get a fire up and going. We're going to cook some of this seaweed, and actually I think we're going to have to eat most of it tonight. But, oh man, we're losing health really rapidly. Didn't actually think we'd run out of health that quickly. There. That should hold us for a while. Not that long, though, surprisingly enough. Surprisingly enough, it won't last that long, but it will last. I'm going to chop down some of these trees, because we definitely need more wood. I've deforested, like, the entire island, and I do feel sort of guilty for it. No coconuts out of that one. A little bit of a disappointment there because we could use some more coconuts. In fact, I may take this character over to the next island. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have put the trees there. That was a mistake. Why do I have so many stones? Let's go ahead and refine these stones because I've got so many of them. that I feel like I've got far too many. And let me guess, it's not going to be divisible by 3, neither is it. Yup, not divisible by 3. We'll combine those stacks right there. Nope, don't really need those. Take those to the outskirts with the Outlanders and leave it there to starve in the wildies. PvP me in the wildies. You won't. You won't. My strength agility build will take you out, fool. You don't want to fight me in the wildies. Snake oil doesn't do anything yet. Do I have multiple piles of rope here? I do. I have multiple piles of rope. Well, we'll condense a little bit better then. We'll condense if we want to. I will take these shells away because the shells are in my chest, and that is real lame because they clog in my space all day. A little bit more right there. Oh, it's a full moon. Okay, so that's going to hurt our sanity, but that's alright. That'll actually save our wood supply a little bit. Save our wood supply. Sows. I'll chop these trees down, then I'm going to spend a little bit of time getting some more wood here. We're also going to collect the pine cones and just replant them. Just because I'd like to keep myself with a real supply of wood on my island. It's not going to be enough, but it's something for later. This will also give us a decent supply of food, too. I hadn't really considered that. But a little bit of extra food falling from the trees, like these little eggs or whatever else, will be super helpful. I used to live in Petaluma, and they have butter and egg day. Like, I don't know if they have these everywhere. I don't know if this is like an American phenomenon or if they do this everywhere. But like every city in the United States has like a thing that it's known for, and then they have a festival about it. Like a Festivus. Every single year. So some places have an onion festival. Some places have a radish festival. Some places have a chicken festival. Like, whatever your township is known for, like, whatever you used to supply back in, like, the industrial period, we don't supply those things anymore. Like, all of the places... Is it finally not winter anymore? I feel like color just came back to the world. Huh. I'm not really so sure, but I'm gonna deforest a little bit more. Come on! Deforest D! Got a couple of pine cones. I'm hoping I can replant a lot of this stuff, too. I need to start a forest fire for charcoal again. God, I'm so glad there's no monkeys on this island. Sit back and think about that for a second. Monkeys make everything worse. They are probably the biggest thing or the littlest thing. They're not that large with regards to size, but anyways. Not a big monkey fan. Not a big monkey fan in this game. I wish I could have a monkey in real life. That would be the shit. If I had a pet monkey, oh my god, we would have so much fun together and get into so much trouble. We would have straight shenanigans. You guys have no idea. I would be the man in the yellow hat, and it would be my monkey, my Curious George. She would run around just like wrecking shit for people, causing problems, and then I would show up in my yellow hat and just hand wave it all away and be like, oh, it's okay, the man in the yellow hat is here. And for some reason, that seems to be enough for everybody around, no matter how much trouble Curious George gets into. He wrecks your shit, and then the man... Oh, shit, there's a venom snake. I get nervous around venom snakes. They're mean and scary and unkind, and they cause you to get poisoned. And then you become a poisano. And then you're just like, why am I a poisano? I've been poisoned for far too long. I'm one of the poisoned peoples. I'm a poisoned good fella. Bring this over to here. Just make a long line of trees. Perfect. Lovely, happy little trees right there. I'm going to take these trees and we're just going to leave them on the map. And don't worry about the fact that you got yourself a beard. You can grow a beard whenever you like. An accidental, happy little beard. I was obsessed. Like, I really, really, really used to watch The Joy of Painting a lot when I was a kid. Like, I don't know if everybody else watched that show. I assume that since it's so popular on Twitch, that other people must have watched it when they were a kid too. It was on after cartoons for me. And I always found it, like, super relaxing on Saturday mornings. I wasn't at home when it was on the rest of the week, but if you wanted to learn to paint, that's a pretty good show to start with. Some of the tricks he uses, really fantastic. I mean, he doesn't really... You ever notice that Bob Ross never does organics, though? Like, he never draws deer, he never draws, like, anything alive. Like, all of his landscapes are very dead. Like, that's one thing that I've noticed. Maybe that's just on The Joy of Painting. I've never actually taken a look at any of his real art projects. Like, things he would have, I guess, done not on the show. I probably should at some point, though, because that's the one thing that I've noticed is that he doesn't do organics. He doesn't do anything that's alive. Like, almost all of his little scenescapes are just like mountains and trees and rivers and whatever else. But there's never like a deer or like a koala or, you know, like a bear hiding in the background like, woo, woo, woo. That's how bears say, hey, hey, hey. They go, woo, woo, woo. I don't know if I brought that up ever, but I figured I would hook you guys up with the bearish peoples. No, I can't do that, Jim. Okay, so we need to... Add a bit more fuel. I'm gonna cook these eggs real fast. But yeah, I used to live near Petaluma, kind of in Petaluma, I guess. And they had butter and egg day. A lot of people call it butter and eggs day, but it's butter and egg day. It's just one egg, singular egg, as far as I know. I think where I live, we had an onion festival until the onion factory shut down. And then, the onion factory shut down in like the 80s, though. It was basically this big plant. Actually, the entire town smelled like really, really good. Like, you know, appetizers, like deep fried onions and stuff like that. It smelled like appetizers when I was a kid. It was pretty awesome. Got these little plantains over here. Cooked banana. Would you like a banana? Alright, so next thing, I wanted to get the science machine done next. We have the doodads, we need the blocks, now we need the planks. Once we have the planks... Planks, where you at? Or no, I need the blocks, never mind. Blocks. When you need them blocks. When you want them blocks. When you need to talk, it's got blocks. I think we'll go with some planks now. We need 4 planks. And we chopped down a lot of trees previously, but that should leave us with a pretty good stack here, so we should be alright. Now that we got that, we're just going to go all in, and it's time for our alchemy engine. After that, we'll start working on the prestidigitator. Life is going to be pretty good, I'm telling you. Life is going to be pretty good if we keep on the course that we're on right now. I'm going to grab all this stuff. All these rocks need to go over here. Good, good, good. My tree farm is looking fantastic. I don't know if I'm going to burn it or if I'm going to keep it just yet. The next thing we either need an ice chest or we need to get ourselves... Yeah, we either need an ice chest next or the next thing that we're going to need is going to be the crock pot. And so as far as food goes, what is the crock pot going to cost me? It takes 6 charcoal, but other than that, it's actually not that difficult to build. We should be able to do it fairly easy peasy lemon squeezy, so... Let me make a torch very quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to burn down this area. And it should be fine, but I need charcoal. Actually, if it only burns down like a couple of them, that's perfectly cool too. I will accept that as a resolution if it only burns down like 3 of the trees. That's actually amazing. I'm not very skillful at this game, but I wish that I could say that I did that on purpose. Wish that I could say that. Snakes, I'm going to need you to try and bite me more frequently. So that I can take your hides and turn it into ponchos. Poncho! Oh, look at that. I always thought that there should be a picture of Bon Jovi in a poncho somewhere. And it would be Ponchovi. I don't know. It would make me happy. It would be a picture that I would look at and chuckle and be like, oh, that's clever, like once. It's Ponchovi. I need my axe so I can get some charcoals. Cool. We good now, G. We can make the real food. We can make that real food. None of that fake stuff. And I think you can use the monster meat to filler... Because some things, like some of the recipes for the crock pot have things called fillers, which is just like any food you want to throw in there will help it finish off. And I think you can use ice and monster meat as the fillers, as far as I recall. I'm going to go ahead and throw that crock pot down. Huh. Crock pot's being a little bit grumpy about its placement. Guess I'll put it right there. It's not really like... Actually, that's lined up okay. That works for me. I'm waiting for these trees to all flower over here so I can chop them down and then move them down a little ways. And then I'll just put... We got 4 gold again. So I'll put another lightning rod down here so our field doesn't get burned down again. I don't know if I could live with that. It would upset me. The mandrake I haven't used yet because it hasn't been dire enough for us to use it. Why do I feel like my health's going down right now? There's limpets. There's limpets, though. Let's grab those and we'll eat those before we go do anything else. I may sandbag our base, but as far as this episode has gone, I think we've done some real advancement, which is good, because I felt kind of shitty about, like, we got waylaid for 2 or 3 episodes just trying to survive against the winter, and I don't think that's a ton of fun for a lot of people to watch. Instead, I like it a lot better when we're making progress in the game. We still want to play carefully. Our chances of survival have not topped off. They have not become any better. What the hell? That is a giant mushroom. Holy Jesus. So we get a red cap. What does a red cap do? think it gives health, but it costs you something else, like sanity maybe? I don't know. Let's go cook it and find out. I gotta redo my research. I was gonna say, this feels odd. The map orientation feels weird to me. And it would make sense that I may have rotated my camera. So I'm gonna eat it just this way. Oh no, that one actually, okay, that was really bad for me. I wonder if you cook it, it probably minimizes the effect, so it looks like it fills up hunger and takes health. Maybe it's the color of the thing that you lose. I don't know, though. For right now, I'm going to get regrouped. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Don't Starve Shipwrecked. I'm definitely looking forward to playing the game more with you. This is going to be a fun day. I've been looking forward to my Don't Starve day all week this week, and so it's finally that day where I'm out of episodes and I get to play Don't Starve all day. I will see you all in future episodes. Take care, everybody, and as always, a fond farewell and hi-do from me to you. Bye!